Namaskar. Today we will discuss about appropriate learning media for children with low vision. Basic principles which should be understood by persons who are responsible for selecting the appropriate learning medium or media for low vision children. These are not necessarily inclusive of all the principles related to these tasks, but they are encompass the majority of principles to be understood. These basic principles are presented in categorizes as follows. Number 1, learning media. Number 2, student who use the learning media. Number 3, selection of learning media. Number 4 is and of use of learning media in education setting. The next side heading is learning media. Both Braille as well as large print afford equal opportunity to mastery of basic literacy skills only if they are appropriately applied. Second point, both large print and Braille script must be viewed positively by student or teachers and other service providers. Every effort should be made to existing the negative attitude towards low vision child or blindness, which translate into negative attitudes towards braille, so that decisions regarding the selection of appropriate learning media will be based only on the needs of the low vision children. The next point is appropriately applied technology will be enhanced to prepare large print material and braille material or auditory skills if the devices provide quantitative of correctly transcribed in braille, high quality print display and intelligible auditory output. The next point is auditory training is extremely important for low vision child as well as totally blind also. However, since this document focuses on print, it means that large print and braille literacy, a detailed discussion of the auditory training is not included. The next side heading is student who use the learning media. The next side heading is student who use the learning media. In that first point is student learn and develop in individuals, not a group. Therefore, it is important to identify the medium or media which most benefit each student. For example, some student may benefited mostly from using print media only. It means that large print. Some student may benefit most from using braille script. Some student may benefit mostly from using both large print as well as braille script. The next point is some student may not be able to benefit from the either braille or large print also. Thus, necessities complete the dependence on auditory medium. Those who cannot afford or who cannot unable to read braille as well as large print, so audio material should be allotted for them. The next point is all the student may benefit from auditory medium regardless of the other medium or other media they use. The next point is the degree to which is given student uses a specific medium will be influenced by the many factors. It may be age, it may be gender or general ability, visual, tactile, functioning, visual prognosis, motivation, academic and non-academic demands, environmental conditions, personal and interpersonal factors such as acceptance of one's blindness or low vision, reaction to societal attitudes about low vision and lack of exposure of braille and large print. The next point is it may take an extended period of time for visually impaired and low vision student also. To master the multimedia, he or she will be required to use. The next side heading is selection of learning media or medium. In that first point, the key element for decision makers is to select the medium or media which enables the student to be most important in learning and in life achievement. The second point, a multidisciplinary approach to assessment, evaluation, and curriculum planning is essential in order to select learning media or medium which will meet the literacy demands of low vision children. Both parents and educational professionals who are trained to work with visually impaired students as well as low vision children must be included in the decision making process. Which media is suitable? We should include the faculty members. The next third point is selection of the learning media or medium must be based on variety of type of information which is collected over an extended period of time. The types of information should be included observation of student who use media in educational setting, systematic, diagnostic, teaching techniques, and variety of assessment procedures. The next point is since learning dynamic, the selection of specific learning media or medium may change for individual student as their academic and vocational demands change as the eye conditions also. We have to remember that all the low vision student problem is differ. So the next point is since an individual student media need and professional may change, continuous observation, assessment and diagnostic teaching must occur through his or her educational career. The next side heading is use of selected learning media in educational setting. Use of selected learning media in educational setting. In that first point we have to discuss. The first point is the learning media or medium selected should be applicable in a variety of educational setting. Variety of education setting means that is in special school, inclusive schools, integrated schools, home-based schools, like that different type of school education system is available in India. So that is changes from different education settings, both in school and community also. The next point is the most appropriate learning medium must be selected first, then delivery system must be designed to meet the needs of the low vision child who use the medium or media. The prevailing service delivery system should not be influence the selection of the learning media. The next point is some low vision students will be demonstrate a performance for a primary learning medium at some time in their educational career. Teachers and special teachers and other service providers should be aware that some of the children are affected by societal attitudes to the extent that they will be include or indicate a preference for the medium concerned most acceptable by society and not by the medium which is most appropriate of them. The next point is special attention should be given to the time in a low vision student educational career when instruction in the use of both media is begun. The following important factors must be considered in making this decision. In that first point is some young low vision students or children may not demonstrate a preference for either visual or tactile preschool readiness materials. If it is extremely important that these children receives early instruction with all type of media in order to demonstrate later which will be the most appropriate learning medium or media for them. The next point is because the reading load in the higher grades in heavier, this is not a good time for student to begin instruction in a new medium. Low vision student who are going to use both large print as well as braille should be introduced to both media as early as possible and in the primary sections only. The next point is some of the student may have trouble moving from one learning medium to another learning medium and may need specific instruction to learn to use each medium most effectively. The next side heading is the following principles related to classroom performance of low vision children should be critical importance. In that subpoint is expectations related to academic achievement should be the same for the low vision children and normal or sighted children. Once again, expectations related to academic achievements should be the same. There is no changes between sighted children and low vision children. That we have to remember. The next one is it is possible that diminishing classroom or homework assignment or accepting proper quality in work may need to change in the medium. However, the nature of the eye disorders of some children may cause extremely fatigue. Extremely restricted field may result in every slow reading and slow writing, etc. In these cases, teacher and other decision makers may have to make some adjustment or adaptations, or they have to minimize the work in the amount of time or work required of the visually impaired student or low vision children. Students who have trouble keeping up with the sighted classmates academically should be helped to understand that the problem may be caused by the presentation of the material rather than their blindness or low vision, the learning medium they are using. The last point is successful performance of the low vision children in the classroom in the other educational setting rest with both the parent and the professional for only with encouragement, positive reinforcement and enthusiastically thought and carefully sequenced curriculum will be the student have opportunity to reach his or her full potentiality. So we never underestimate the low vision children. Whatever the sighted children are learning, the same curriculum we have to implement for low vision children also. As a professional and as a special educator, we have to keep some concentration for low vision children. We have to spend some time for these children. Definitely they will be in very good position. They secure very good marks. So treat as a child. Don't treat as a disabled child. Thank you. Thank you very much.